most of you suck at prompting, and I'm here to change that. I've prompted AI for over 2 years now, learned the best techniques from the best, and so I thought, why not share the secrets I've picked up? When I prompt AI, I get exactly what I need the first time. When you prompt AI, you go back and forth so many times before you get what you want. That's if you even end up getting it. If you watch till the end, 3 things will happen. 1 is you'll be a master at getting the most out of AI. 2 is you'll be a master at getting the most out of AI. And 3, you'll be a master, period. So let's jump into it. Oh, and by the way, you really want to pay attention till the end. These are secrets very few know. I mean, we're in that age where you can't afford to lack this skill. And I'll teach you exactly what you need to know, cutting out the fluff. So pay attention till the end. You don't want to miss a single part. Very critical. So this is the slide presentation that's going to guide us through the entire thing that we're learning today. So we'll first go through the definition of prompting. I mean, it's important first to know what it is. Then there's one key consideration that you'll need to know. Then we'll go through AI personas, context, response format, then chain of thought prompting. So let's jump into it. So what is prompting in the first place? Prompting is simply instructing AI to do stuff on our behalf. That's simple. Simply just asking AI to do this, that, whatever it is. And why is this skill very important is if you know the right way to instruct the AI, you'll be able to get the best results from it, the best output that fits what you want the first time without having to go back and forth. That's why it's important to know how to instruct the AI. And there's this one very important consideration. What is that? Is you need to think of it like you're programming the AI with words, okay, for it to do something for you. Why is this? Is because once you get this mindset shift that you're not talking to another human being, you're talking to a computer. So if you think of it from that perspective, your prompts are actually going to change, and how you structure your prompts is actually going to change. It's very important to know that, because the reality is AI doesn't think the way human beings think. So if you talk to it or ask it a question the way you'd ask a human being, then you're not going to be getting the most out of it, because it's a computer. It doesn't think. Even if it feels like it's thinking, it is not thinking. It is predicting what the response needs to be based on the instruction the user has provided. So if your instructions are vague, kind of like the way you just talk to a human being and give them a vague instruction, you'll get vague responses that are shallow. So think of it like you're programming the AI with words, not code, but with words. Once you have that mindset shift, it's actually going to transform your prompting. So for example, let me come here to Gemini, and I'm going to be using Gemini for this video. So I have 2 screens on my screen, as you can see here. Is it 2 screens or 2 tabs, whatever it is? So on the left tab here is where I'm going to be putting the shallow examples. Then on the right here is where I'm going to be providing the right way to prompt, okay? So in the left is the bad way to prompt, on the right is the good way to prompt. So let's say I have an email sent by one of my customers and I need to reply to them using AI. So in the first way, if I'm an amateur, if I'm a rookie, I just come here and tell it, reply to this email like this. So I'll paste in there the email, reply to this email. Hey there, I'm interested in your AI services. I'm however not sure where to get started or what I need exactly because I'm new to AI. Where do we get started? Regards. So this is an email by one of my customers, for example. Okay, so let me just send this. Let me put it in fast mode to see the results it's going to give me as compared to the good prompt. So you can see the response it provides, subjects, exploring AI opportunities for your business. Hi name, it's great to hear from you. Please don't worry about new AI, whatever. So you can see it's not a bad email, but it has a lot of things that I need to go and fill out myself, or tell the AI, here's my name, here's my company title, insert it into the email. Like, I'd have to go back and forth. Why is this? Is because my mindset is I'm talking to another human being. I'm not thinking of it like I'm programming the AI with words. But now if I think of it like I'm programming the AI with words, my prompt will change. So let me give you an example. So I tell it, respond to this email from a client who's shown interest. It's an insurance company called Beyond Risk, and the name of the individual is John. I need you to gear them towards booking a meeting with us via this link. I provide the link there. Here's the client's email. Then you can see the email there. Hey there, I'm interested in your AI service, whatever. So let's see the response it's going to provide. And we can compare it to the other response. And in this case, I've employed a mindset of I'm programming the AI with words. So you can see my prompt is a bit more detailed. Right off the gate, this is a way better response. I don't need to go back and tell the AI the name of the customer is John, or I tell it, oh, it's an insurance company, so ensure to include that within the email. Like, the more you think of it like you're programming the AI, you get way better responses. So if I read through this, subject, exploring AI opportunities for Beyond Risk. Hi John, it's great to hear from you. Many of our clients at Beyond Risk start in exactly the same position. The AI landscape is moving fast, and it's completely normal to feel unsure about where the highest impact lies for your specific operations. And you can pause and read through that. But you can notice that the email is way better than this one, because you can see even here there's a call to action, including even the link that the user can use to go directly and book a meeting. So it's just way better of a response. Then there's this aspect of AI personas. So you need to ask yourself this question I'm about to ask the AI. Who would be best suited to answer this? So literally you need to think of it from this perspective. Minus AI, like think of it before AI existed or before computers even existed. If I had this question, who would be best suited to answer this question and give me the best answer? So let's say if I have a question in regard to my skin or something in regard to skincare, if AI wasn't existing, ChatGPT wasn't existing, who would be the perfect person to answer this question and give me an accurate one? It would be a dermatologist. So in that case, dermatologist would be the persona you provide to the AI. So for example, you're an expert salesperson. That's if you needed to write your sales script. Or you're an expert mathematician. That's if you needed to solve a complex mathematic. Or you're an expert dermatologist. That's if you're asking a question on skincare. Think of it like, what expertise do I want the AI to draw from in order to give me the perfect response? Then that answer should be the persona you provide to the AI. So for example, so let's say I'm a YouTuber and I'm looking to have AI come up with a video title for a video I'm planning to shoot. So as a rookie, I'd come and paste in a prompt like this. Come up with a video title for a YouTube video talking about the dangers of AI to humanity. I don't provide a persona, whatever it is. So I'll click enter and see the response it provides. So you can see the titles it provides, the AI point of no return, why we aren't ready, stop ignoring the risks, how AI could end history, and more. You can see the alignment problem, why AI doesn't need to hate us to kill us, all that. But let's see if we actually provide a persona to the AI. So I'd be like, you're an expert at coming up with YouTube video titles that drive curiosity and engagement. So that's where the persona is. You see this? You're an expert at coming up with YouTube video titles. That is the persona I'm giving the AI. Okay, so come up with a video title for a YouTube video talking about the dangers of AI to humanity. So let me send that and let's see what Gemini comes up with. You can see here the AI point of no return is closer than you think. Compare that to this other title here, the AI point of no return, why we aren't ready. Like clearly, so this is a way better title. I'm a YouTuber, so I know this. Why the godfather of AI just quit and why you should be scared. Like these are way better titles with high click-through rate potential. The alignment problem, why AI won't hate us but might kill us anyway. You can see that, like if you compare that to this other one, the alignment problem, why AI doesn't need to hate us to kill us. Like this is way better. So give the AI a persona. Next is context. Context. So give the AI context. It's very, very important. Why is this? It's because if you've interacted with AI a lot, you would notice that AI is a people pleaser. It will never lack a response. That's a reality. Even if it doesn't know something, it will give you the answer as if it knows it. And this is not ideal, because the reality is if you fail to give it specific details that are important in regard to the response it's about to give, it will fill in those gaps by itself. This means you need to give it as much context, as much detail as possible, so that it gives you a response where it's not filling in the gaps with fake information, where it's filling in the gaps with actual information that you have provided it with. So that means you need to be as detailed as possible and be as specific as possible. So for example, so let's say I had an argument with my class teacher and I need AI to write an apology email that I can send to her. So if I'm a rookie, I'd be like, write me an apology email to my teacher for disrespecting her today during class. So let me send that and see what it comes up with. Then we'll compare that to what the expert would give. So you can see here, here's the email it provides. Apology for my behavior in class today. That's the subject. Dear teacher's last name, I'm writing to sincerely apologize for my behavior during class today. I realized that I was disrespectful and I'm truly sorry for my words and my attitude. I understand my actions were disruptive, blah, blah, blah. It's not a bad email, but it is lacking important details for the apology email. So you can see here, and I'd have to go back and forth with it to get the perfect email that I can easily just copy paste and send as is. So for example, here it hasn't said the name of the teacher, so I'd come and either manually input the teacher's last name, and also here I'd have to manually input my name or tell the AI to insert it. So you can see this would waste more time because I'd need to go back and forth more with the AI. But instead, if I decided to provide all this context up front, I'd save myself a lot of time. So for example, I've sent it before even reading it, but today during break time, I got into an argument with my history teacher. We were arguing about two different religions. She's Muslim, I'm Christian, and the conversation got heated up. I ended up getting angered by her argument and left the class slamming the door behind me. Write me an apology email that I'll simply send to her as is. My name is Mutiso and her name is Miss Jane. So let's see the response. Subject is sincere apology, Mutiso. That's even a way better subject line. Dear Miss Jane, I am writing this email to deeply apologize for my behavior during our conversation during break time today. I realize that I acted disrespectfully by letting my emotions get the better of me, and I especially regret slamming the door as I left. Regardless of our different perspectives, there was no excuse for my lack of professionalism and courtesy toward you as my teacher. And you can see, like, you can read through that. This is a way better email. I can easily just take it as is, copy it as is, and just send it directly to my teacher, saving myself a lot of time. So give the AI as much context as possible. Overshare, overshare, overshare. So the TLDR on this is never assume the AI knows something or it has all the context it needs. Give it as much context as possible. Next is in regard to the response format, the format of the response. So to get the perfect response from the AI, it helps to tell the AI how exactly you'd want the response to look like. This is very important because people just tell the AI, yo, go and come up with a proposal. Yo, go and come up with this email. But you haven't told the AI how you'd want the email to be structured. You haven't told the AI how you'd want the proposal to be structured or to look like. Are there specific pages you'd want to come first? Is there a certain format you'd want? Do you want bullets for lists? Do you want short paragraphs? Like, tell the AI how you want the response to look like. This will save you a lot of time. So let's say I want the AI to come up with a proposal for a potential client who's reached out. Actually, this is a way I actually use AI a lot. It's coming up with our proposals. Don't tell my clients. Anyways, I'll tell it here. I need you to come up with a proposal for a potential client. We're an AI agency that implements AI and automation for businesses. The client is looking for an AI chatbot that sits on their website to handle customer support. So I've given it context on what I want, but I haven't told it how I'd want the proposal to look. Let's send it and see what it comes up with. So you can see what it comes up with. Sort of bad proposal, but I wouldn't take it as is and just send it directly to the customer. Why is this? It's because it's not the format I want. How I send proposals has a consistent format, has a consistent structure of how the proposals actually look like, has a consistent structure of what pages come first, followed by another, followed by another. Like, there's a consistent pattern. So let me tell the AI that I need you to come up with a multi-page proposal for a potential client. So first thing you've seen there, a multi-page proposal. That's a format, okay? We're an AI agency that implements AI and automation for businesses. The client is looking for an AI chatbot that sits on their website to handle customer support. Have the pages of the proposal be arranged in the following order. Remember, response format. We're not giving it a structure. So the first page, about Big Rip. Second one, executive summary. Third one, project methodology. Fourth one, detailed project plan. Fifth one, financials. And finally, the conclusion. This is the format of all my proposals. So let me send it. And let's see what it comes up with. Perfect. So you can see what it comes up with. Actually, I'd take this as is and send it directly to the customer. Of course, I'd fill in out this small parts like the client name, etc. But you can see it gives me exactly what I want. About Big Rip, executive summary, which I can easily copy paste into Google Slides, etc. You can see the project methodology, perfect. The detailed project plan in a table format. Financials are in place there. and a conclusion exactly how I'd want it to be. That's very, very important. Also, in the same section of response format, there's this thing called few shot prompting, which helps in getting a better structured response, a better response that matches what you are looking at. What is few shot prompting? This is where you give the AI a couple of examples of how the ideal response should look like. Okay, so for example, let me start a new chat here. So I'm back to being a YouTuber. I now want the AI to come up with some video titles for the YouTube video where it was talking about dangers of AI etc. So let me paste in here. This example is how a rookie would give it, okay? Of course, this isn't rookie completely because you can see the person actually provided some persona, so you're an expert at coming up with YouTube video titles, etc. But I haven't provided it a couple of ideal examples of titles that I like. So in this case, it will come up with good titles, but not the best that I'd want. So let me just send this and I'll compare that to if I actually provided a couple of examples. So you can see the last invention we'll ever make, why 2026 is the beginning of the end for human logic. It's not bad titles, but let me show you if we actually provided examples. So I come here, let me paste in my prompt. You're an expert at coming up with YouTube video titles, blah 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 blah. But at the end here, I mentioned here are some examples I like. Example 1, the warning we ignored, why AI is already out of control. Example 2, it's not a sci-fi movie anymore, the reality of AI risk. Example 3 is the point of no return, why 2026 is the year AI changes everything. So let me send this and let's see what it comes up with. So you can see the ghost in the code, why we've already lost control. It's learning to lie, the AI updates they didn't tell you about. So you can see these titles match the type of titles I was looking at, because in this case I was looking at titles that create that sense of fear, sense of that there's something risky about to happen. And you can see those are the examples I actually provided here, and it was able to match the exact format I need. For example here, the last invention, why the window to stop AI is closing. Like, it matches the response I was looking at. Very important, few shot prompting. So the next one, and finally, this is chain of thought prompting. Very, very important of a skill. Actually, this one of the best, especially for complex instructions. So what is chain of thought prompting? Is where you tell the AI the exact steps it needs to go through in order to provide you the ideal response. This is especially important when you're giving the AI complex instructions, not basic instructions like write me an email for this client or respond to this email. Like, I'm talking about complex instructions. For example, I am a YouTuber in the AI automation space. I actually am. And I need you to give me a list of video recommendations for my YouTube channel. For each recommendation, give me a video outline for the video. Go through the following steps. 1. Research online to find the top AI YouTubers. 2. Scan their content to find outlier videos that have performed really well as compared to their other videos. 3. Use those videos as context to create your list of video recommendations. 4. For each recommendation, have a title for it, a compelling video intro, then a content outline for the rest of the video. And finally, once you're done, present your findings to me. So you can see this is a more complex instruction. So that's why I need to provide the step-by-step process the AI needs to go through in order to give me the ideal response. And for more complex instructions, it's normally ideal to switch the chat mode from fast to thinking. This is for solving complex problems, which is what we're looking at right now. So let me put on thinking, and I'll explain something in regard to this thinking setting. Why this is because it's actually chain of thought prompting built into Gemini, built into ChatGPT, built into Cloud, depending on what AI tool you're using. So by that, this prompt engineering tactics work. Doesn't matter what tool you're using, doesn't matter what chatbot you're using. Okay, so this is chain of thought prompting. Let me send it. So let's see. It thinks through this, goes through that. You can see analyzing engagement patterns, analyzing AI influences, discovering key themes, generating cutting edge hooks. And this is the AI thinking. I can expand it just to see what it's thinking through. It's very, very important. Is where before the AI comes up with a response, it thinks through a plan in order to execute the response. And it actually helps a lot for you as someone who's prompting the AI to go and see its thoughts. Go and see its thoughts on what process it's going through in order to give you a response, so that you get a better picture of why it's failing or why it's succeeding. Very important. So it's come up with a response. So you can see the AI automation space has shifted significantly heading into 2026. Here are 5 video recommendations based on these winning patterns. One is the boring $10,000 a month AI offer nobody is talking about. Can see some context. Inspired by Liam Otley's boring business outliers. Liam Otley actually one of my role models. This video performs well because they offer a realistic low competition path. Whatever. You can see that's one title. Then the next title I can shoot on is I built a full business app in 15 minutes. Zero code, vibe coding. It's very good. And you can see this it gets from the channels like Tech with Lucy and Kapathi. The third one is Beyond the Chatbot, building a multi-agent sales floor. Context is this is inspired by Wes Roth and Make.com's 2026 trend. So you can see it gives me the title, gives me some context, gives me an introduction that I can easily use at the beginning of the YouTube video, gives me an outline that I can follow when shooting the actual content of the video, and yeah, exactly what I need. So as I've mentioned, for such complex instructions like this, give the AI a step-by-step process of how you as a human being you'd have gone through in order to come up with the response. So as I've mentioned, for such complex instructions, give the AI steps to follow. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. Step 4, do this. This puts guardrails in place so that it gives you exactly what you want the first round. Or if it's not the first round, you shouldn't go back and forth so many times. And yeah, that's it from me. That's how you're able to master prompt engineering to get the most out of AI. We're in that age where AI it's just madness. The rate at which it's growing, it's unprecedented. And so if you don't know how to leverage the technology, you'll be falling behind. Unlike other people who are just coming to chat with ChatGPT and they're like, yo, ChatGPT, reply to this email. And they paste in the email there. That's how a rookie would be interacting with AI. But you, now that you've watched this video, you approach your prompting from a perspective that you know that you need to give the AI a persona, you need to give the AI some context, you need to give the AI the format of how you'd want the response to look like, and finally for complex instructions, you give it step-by-step instructions on how you should execute on the response. That's chain of thought prompting. So very, very imperative. Couple all this together, you're a superhuman. Anyways, that's it from me. If you don't want to work with me and my team to build complex AI systems, then there's a link in the description. Go ahead and book in a meeting with me. Anyways, that's it from me. Till next time, stay savvy. Peace.